Exorcism uses thaumaturgy and martial arts to conquer evil. There are other means to the same end, but they are not the true way. Heart be pure, evil be erased, mind be purged, world be... I always forget that last part. Exorcism uses thaumaturgy and martial arts to conquer evil. There are other means to the same end, but they are not the true way. I take my meals cold to quiet the spirit and calm my vital energies. Xingxin infused water with ice is the most effective.
Rain outlines your fate. Body and mind. Stand with me.
Freeze!
Witness the power of your...
mages just now? Were they trying?
No. They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards looking for something of value.
Oh, is that so? The Traveler here seems to like doing that a lot too. Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits.
They wouldn't be searching for such. In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because abyss mages often. They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain valuable object. However, they look disappointed. So it would.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the entire. One cannot discover the truth behind it through, or rather, these abyss mages likely fear something else, much more than they do a painful and.
Paimon?
All right, we shouldn't waste too much time here.
It was worth the trouble. Frostbite. Submit for judgment. A touch of fraud.
Ring cutter. Oh, hold it.
Dodge this. Don't push your luck. Don't push your luck. Oh, so. Freeze. Dodge this.
Bond is strong.
Dodge this.
Outlines your fate. Witness the power of the rock. Stand with me.
Freeze. Don't get frostbite.
Wow. Besides the Abyss Order, seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout, there's.
There are no coincidences in the world. Everything is the fruit of just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for the... Forget it. Just the connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by... Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up.
Branches?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago. Khaenri'ah.
Huh? Khaenri'ah? Really? The Abyss Order and... Oh. Speaking of Khaenri'ah, that's Oh! Right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago... Huh? You have memories of being there. But...
Is that so? Well, everyone has... But, if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Khaenri'ah you saw, what was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that unknown god first.
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your brother from within that meteorite.
It seems your brother woke up first.
And then your brother told you that the destruction of Khaenri'ah plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Teyvat?
The destruction of Khaenri'ah? He said that?
That destruction you witnessed, that's history from 500 years ago. It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
Huh. So your brother must have understood this world better than you did, because he woke up first.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path, so you couldn't escape.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Teyvat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be the war that ended Khaenri'ah.
If that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books during our adventure. Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from all around Mondstadt and Liyue, but you told Paimon they were... So, the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Khaenri'ah so you could find your brother? Oh, yeah! You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7, but where can you go to find a nation that was destroyed 500 years?
I probably know more about Khaenri'ah than both of you. Khaenri'ah was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented, flourishing, and glorious civilization.
A nation?
Later events unfolded just as you remember. It was all destroyed by gods.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought death. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, Continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of what you want to know as we continue our search.
Spirit Blade! Attack!
What's the hurry? Dodge this! Freeze!
Fascinating.
Dissipate. Time to act. Rain outlines your fate. Rain.
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this!
Fascinating.
What's the hurry? Catch the wind.
witness the power of
From whence you came, forth my...
This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it! Freeze!
Quite the find.
Dodge this!
Stand with me! Out of my way!
What's the hurry?
How fortunate.
What's the hurry?
Over there! It's more ruin guards and Dane was just saying how these ancient... So, did...
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that 500... These Ruin Guards were known as field tillers by the people of Canria.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field tiller was just a code name. The people of Canria... The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood. This is how the field tiller came about.
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding till...
After the destruction of Canria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Tevat. Perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time, they found their way to various ruins across the land, where they lie dormant.
That sounds so sad.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, All that remains of them now is the danger they...
What's our objective?
Ring cutter.
Oh, so sorry. Freeze!
Submit for judges.
Let me weave you a hook.
Do frostbite. Freeze! Dodge this! That was unexpected.
Rain outlines your fate. Body and mind.
Cool it! What's the hurry?
Time to act. Know my soul. Ring cutter.
I'm getting tired of this game. Dodge this! Freeze! Oh, so sorry.
Spirit blades. Attack. Attention.
Rain outlines your fate.
Dodge this! Cool it! Freeze!
Huh? This abyss maze dropped a talisman.
This talisman seems connected to... Perhaps it really does contain information.
But Paimon can't read the right.
Engulf the faith of the enemy in flame, and bring glory to...
What? Is it?
Loom of Fate, initial up... the Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather...
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super likely to be related to this fate weave. So Dane, what that—
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know, though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to this.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt—
No. From the contents of the Tal, they won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to completely transform Osile's body.
Is that even possible? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Khaenri'ah. Though of course, the accuracy of that understanding itself is difficult to judge. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. Despite being far from human, the talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osile's limbs to and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the statue of the Seven.
The eye of the very first field tiller?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has to do with that eerie statue of the Seven we saw, right?
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in the hands of the defiled, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway.
The cathedral.
Huh?
Nothing. Let's...
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct them. But how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return.
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! And actually, the Animo Archon is...
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church at any time. When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any reason I would need it now, or in the future either. That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues to act.
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and ask around.
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin whatever element of surprise we may have. Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss.
Anything the knights can do for you?
Honorary Knight! Hi, how have you... but I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre de Hermel again, we cannot oblige.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field tilt?
What?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that.
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago, barely anyone mentions it nowadays. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared one night without a trace. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it, but it was never found. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue of the Seven. Of course.
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any other strange story? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said outside, it's for your own good.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh, the Tyrant's Final Fury? No, that's from another time. Probably unrelated.
The Tyrant's Final Fury?
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed Old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached Old Mondstadt.
Balls of fire raining from the sky? How terrifying!
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. Right. Later, the theory of the Tyrant's Final Fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms wouldn't shoot fireballs. Perhaps it was something else that caused the Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven, but I just can't think of any other strange incidents that...
It's okay. Thanks anyway.
There's that pointless word, thank you again. I can never get used to...
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the storm terror?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again!
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what purpose, I can't say for certain. Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go as well.
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right! We'll go give Master Jean a hand!
Oh, okay. If the Honorary Knight will be there, but please everyone, be careful. May the Animal Archon protect you all.
What's the hurry?
I see. Has the Abyss... This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue. We should go as...
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with Dvalin?
No, that's not... Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolf. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from one of the Animal Archon's old companions.
If you ever have... We have put in... Would you care to sit down? If you ever have any questions about the rep... Would you care to sit down? If you ever have any... Astra. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra.
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Submit for judgment. Forth, my freeze. Cool it. Freeze.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are. Fits the Abyss Order's style.
Yeah, let's go. Huh? Why not? Is it because...
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire... Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable. There's nothing special about God. It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, even if the god in question...
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice. Does Dave...
Lest I repeat the failing, I will tell...
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Canria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the area.
Up, there we go. What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also, at the rite of dissension in Liyue, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do. Not the...
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! So glad. Rosaria told us that you came here to fight...
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded Wolvendom. I am preparing to send out some knights to... I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not see... Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after... But the Abyss Order and Boreas...
What is the connection between them?
They just like to cause trouble. Do they really need a reason? The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that they would also go after another one of the Animal Archon's buddies.
That is... Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, I will handle the situation. Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus Boreas is in any danger. This god's spirit... He does not often see people, but I hear that you have met him before. Maybe it is best that you are also the one to meet him this time. Okay, be careful. Thank you for your help, Honorary Knight of Favonius.
What's the hurry?
Look! Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
You, not welcome here!
You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly glory. If you serve us, we can restore your divine powers you once held in the past.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin's mind?
Wolves never surrender! But this can't go on.
No matter how many times you... bow before this.
Body and Rain outlines your fate. Time to act. Rain Cutter!
From whence you came, why with my blade? Oh, so sorry. Time to fight back, I suppose. A touch of frost. Fairy Blade, attack! Dodge this!
Grant me new life.
Freeze! Cool it! So sorry. Boy, my blade! Submit for judgment! A touch of frost! Freeze! What's the hurry? Frostbite. What's the hurry? From whence you came?
The world will. The ceremony. How does an old spirit have such No matter. This is but a small, unforeseen variable.
It disappeared.
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupercal. I am ashamed that you... But still... The Abyss Herald underestimated my strength.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. But scary outsider, not respect trial rules. I too didn't see the trap.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas' mind, then lured him out under the pretense of challenging him in a trial?
Thank you. In the future, my claws must get sharper. You smell danger?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimons knows. Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask you about too. Excuse us,
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. Though there was indeed one human-made machine, it entered into my proving ground by accident. But it could not think, only fight. It was designed as a pure killing machine from... I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been...
Yes. It could spin, leap high into the air, and even...
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we... Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first few... It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the...
Don't know, but...
Yes, you were a big help! We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss's forces are still attacking. You two be careful.
Yes, I smell more danger. You too, also.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane.
I saw her but purposely avoid. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have. If I'm not careful, one day I may find. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss Force. I see. Well then, we can more or less figure.
Huh? Really?
That information combined with a more comprehensive. For example, the old story. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's after it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North. Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of missiles at them. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before, so they came to interpret.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
This is it, right? Okay then. Ooh, so what did you... Huh? What's going on? Are you sure?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow!
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the... All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine.
Prototype? Paimon doesn't know that word.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, and this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No.
Huh?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure no matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of...
Oh, right.
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled we can't have the Church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by...
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well... well... Good thing we didn't tell Bart...
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will also run in... I'll make sure it doesn't get away. Eerie, lifeless, dark chamber.
Oh,
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled.
You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsliff. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed. Perhaps from your darkest nightmares. Unless... Oh, and something far more dangerous. Then we are the same. We're both dangerous. But...
It is your words that forever reek of corruption. Time to silence you!
Bow before the abyss!
The brightest flames burn fastest.
Don't tell me.
Looks like an eerie. Be careful to...
You are just... I sense your... Oh, then we...
It is your work. Time to...
Bow before the abyss!
Huh? Hup! Dissipate!
Swift and merciful. Dodge this.
It's a roar!
Oh, so sorry.
What a humiliation. Rain outlines your face. Huh? Hup! Rain cutter.
Fourth, my blade. Spirit blade. Cool it.
It's a roar!
What's the hurry? Dodge this. Freeze. Don't get frostbite.
No, my sword.
Cool it. A touch of frost. Dodge this.
Prince.
Hey! Could that be?
Lumine.
Wait! He just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald. Your brother? And the Abyss?
Lumine. Why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh. Your brother? Nope.
Ether. We meet again.
What's going on here? Dane?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Ether.
But it must be said. Don't try to... That man Dainsliff was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, a curse of immortality was laid upon him, to forever wander the wilderness.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss... and the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon's so confused.
Home. Yes, of course. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true name. So we'll meet again. But we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you. You've always had enough time.
They left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. Really? At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right! By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Did you understand it? Oh! First off, that Abyss Herald called your brother... It seems like your brother is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to him. Also, your brother said that he wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with destiny. What the heck does that mean? Could it be he wants to Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. And Dane is from Conria too! He witnessed its destruction So that's why your brother said that But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those... Also, how come after all this time we've spent searching for your brother, it turns out he's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with that? Yeah, then we can't let ourselves get down about it. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark... If your brother wants you to reach the end of your journey... Come on, traveler. Let's go. never imagined your brother would have... Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in... And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? He said we needed to reach the end of our journey, and we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end. Don't mention it, partner. Travel buddy. Although, where should we go next? If we want... Oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the... You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to... Well, we've ruled out two gods so far, the Animal and Geo Archons. So, Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already. Atsuko, let's see what she has.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here.
Great! We came to the right...
But the chance of success is incredibly...
Incredibly small.
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this... All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for... I don't know how many days. My rations and freshwater supplies soon ran out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth.
What a horrible journey!
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and...
Kanjo Commission?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, it doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long, what I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get... You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, and even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing out...
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going...
The raft idea sounds...
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. Their voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences.
You're right! Paimon sure Beto of all people will be able to get us there. Her crew is super strong. But Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to take the risk.
The eyegorre is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyun Stone Forest on a supply run. This might be...
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go. organizing job was classified as a premium commission, but seeing it in person is so...
Why, if it isn't Cutie and Paimon. What brings you back to... Let me guess. You missed me so much, you just had to come... You've become quite the flatterers.
Found you!
Well, I wasn't planning to. But then, Catherine mentioned... Might you both be here for that very commission by any chance? Ah, music to my ears. Now, as you imagine my surprise when a glance down the book list revealed that each one would be an entirely new... There are books of all different kinds, including quite a few that are banned. Troublesome, I know. So, I'm sorting them myself? My, what a headache that would be. All that to say, I would treat you to some tea, of course, but looking...
Don't worry, just leave...
You're as sweet as ever, Paimon. Well then, good luck in here. I'll leave you to it.
Finally! We made it to the... What even are some of these books? A Hilichurl's Guide to Running for Your Life? Do Hilichurls even read? Oh, and Basics of Whopper Flower Cultivation. And what's this one? The Little Witch's Dictionary? Huh. That title's kind of suspicious. And did we... Huh. Well, witches...
Yoo-hoo! Looking for me?
Alice? How did you get...
You must not have noticed, Paimon. I wasn't the one who barged in at all. When you opened that dictionary, you entered a mage's domain.
What? Ugh.
Have you ever read the storybook, The Little Witch and the Undying Fire, by any chance? Splendid! That makes things easier to explain. This book was written as a dictionary for that other story. The actual contents of the two aren't related at all, though.
That explanation...
Oh dear. Where should I begin? You know the promise the Hexen Circle made to Varka at the Tripartite Conference, namely that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to the nation? Well, waiting around for danger to descend upon the land isn't exactly our style. Rather than a scenario where we jump in and save the day out of nowhere, it makes more sense to lay the groundwork over time. That's how Em put it. Besides, who knows when such a crisis could occur? It could be in the next life, or even tomorrow. Preparation is crucial. So, I gathered the mages together to write this dictionary. Of course, it had to be under the guise of being related to that storybook. Otherwise, I would never have been able to get them in one place. Well, we looked into Barbie's scryglass and came up with a series of tasks tailor-made for the people of Mondstadt. They're all in this dictionary, striving toward a common goal, overcoming obstacles alongside trusted companions, becoming better versions of ourselves. That is the best defense against...
Oh, you make it sound like something bad is actually about to happen.
Now, I never said that. But still, we are talking about trusted companions here, Paimon. And when we speak of a person who could be considered a friend to all in Mondstadt, I'm afraid the pool of options consists of but one.
Wait, the huge book donation?
Oh dear, I never could have... Well, this is an important book. I couldn't just bring it into Teyvat without taking any... Much better to hide it in plain sight, you see. That's why I don't... Besides, it's not like this is a bad thing. Just think of it as an excuse to reunite with old friends.
Okay. If the goal is to help the people of Mondstadt, we'll take the dictionary. And the next time we run into our friends, we'll pass your tasks and stuff along.
Wonderful. Then I'll let you get to it. Have...
Freeze!
I'm Sucrose, a researcher of alchemy. I heard you've been to a lot of places, so I was wondering if you... What am I saying? It's only our first time meeting, I shouldn't trouble you. But, if you're willing, I'd love to hear any stories you have about your adventures. I'd really like that. Final.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
Get out!
If you ever have any questions about the